I have loved every minute of this experience because it's been entirely transformational in my mindset and my skill level and my passions, actually.
The Moscow Art Theater Summer Intensive.
It's been literally life-changing for me.
In this time I've had immeasurable experiences with movement, with dance, with acting and singing.
Wow, this checks off every single box of what I want to do.
It's almost like a boot camp type thing where it's go, 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 go. You don't really have a chance to think, I want to say. You just do.
Which is a good thing.
I'm really excited to go back to Chicago and take with me the things that I've learned here.
It is not too good to be true. It is actually true, and it's incredibly good.
Being in Moscow and having these experiences has been indescribable, but I will try to describe it.
We've been here 6 weeks. We are currently in the American studio. Nice huge space at the Moscow Art Theater School.
It's been an awesome opportunity for me to go back to school and reaffirm why I am an actor and that I actually love what I'm doing.
Stanislavski acting, so this is real. This is the real stuff.
The biggest thing that I think I'll bring back from it is doing the homework, because we here in Russia, I think in Russia, I don't know if it's just at the Mahat, but they're all about the process rather than the result.
The process was something that was really hard to wrap my brain around. They kept saying, especially in acting, take your time, don't show us anything, just live on stage, do what you need to do, take your time and we'll get it.
Back in the States, we don't get that much time when you're in a show to really focus on the process as much as they do here. They can rehearse for years, I feel like, before they get to the end result.
Get comfortable, understand this step, and then move on to the next step. Even if class by class, you're just going step by step by step.
We can take what we've been learning about building up on the process of a character or the show in general and take that and do our own work outside of the rehearsal room and come in much more prepared.
So process isn't just about being able to do it right in this one instance. Process, understanding the process, is being able to do it right in every instance.
Oh my god, it's so amazing. Moscow, I was really surprised, is very clean and super safe city. So many people were scared for me to come to Russia, but I feel very safe here, and it's just an amazing place for theater and actors to cultivate.
At first it was daunting coming to a country where most of the people do not speak my language and I do not speak their language, and but we very quickly got over that.
The biggest challenge for me since I've been here in Moscow is the language barrier, for sure.
I don't know any Russian. I mean, I know some of the alphabet, but that's it. And then a couple key phrases.
Even simple things like going to Starbucks and ordering a coffee, it would just be coffee, pожалуйста. You need to say the most basic sentences.
But it's cool to go to shows and have to pay attention, not rely on the words.
Many of our professors spoke some, if not a lot, of English.
The other day in class, I actually understood a full Russian sentence, just based on words that I learned out of necessity, and things that I've learned just by putting two and two together by actions and words. And so I'm really proud of myself for sort of picking up even the teeny tiniest bit of a language.
And then of course we do all the fun stuff. We have
20 shows now.
20-something shows.
25 professional theater performances.
I've seen more shows here than I have in my entire life.
In America, I have found so little of the theater that I have loved in Moscow.
Even without understanding the language that it was done in, the visuals of the play were extremely vivid, and they spoke to every single person who was there.
We saw performances that had very few words but still told an incredible story.
Just the freedom that they had with their bodies and their voices and with each other. It really just seemed like they were on stage playing.
You saw the process in the show.
My favorite thing about going to theater here is always the bows, because the actors always do 3 bows and the audience is always cheering and clapping, and they throw flowers, and people actually say bravo here. They say it and they mean it, and it just seems like there's a real appreciation for actors here. amongst the people of Moscow.
We spent about 7 minutes after the first performance that we'd seen in Moscow, clapping and having the actors and actresses come back on stage to bow again and again and again.
I was crying after the show ended just because of how much I loved it.
Every show that we've seen is nothing like anything we would ever see back home.
Watching incredible performances both individually and as part of ensembles, I've really begun to see how art is in so many ways about being generous.
A through line that I've seen through like all of our classes here has been that it's more important to focus on the process instead of the result, and I think that's something that like you can apply to all things in life, not just acting.
Something that we saw again and again in Russia was the individualization of classical ideas, classical texts.
And that's kind of a theme that I've seen here in Moscow, is that, you know, the ensemble is more important than the individual.
At the end of the day, I think that's what I'm going to take away, no matter which direction I choose in life, is the idea of being genuine and sincere in each endeavor, in each piece of art that I create, in each interaction.
And that's the other thing that I'm going to bring back is not my acting teachers will be like, get up and do this, and I don't think I'll be as nervous or afraid, because here we're just thrown in and you just have to do it.
That experience is one that you can only have when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, when you push yourself out of the theater that you're used to, and you come to Moscow and you see these incredible people and you meet these incredible teachers who really love you and really work for you.
I like that they focus a lot on just impulses, right or wrong, you know, and I like that they actually want us to make mistakes.
One of our teachers had just pushed us to do an activity that we were all so uncertain with, and he was like, no, you have to make mistakes because that's my job, because making mistakes is how you find yourself. And this process has shown me so many of my mistakes, and I'm so happy for every one of those mistakes because it's brought me to where I am now.
It's been quite an adventure, I would say.